When it comes to youth sports, your child's biggest opponent might not be on the field. It might be the chaos on the sidelines. During the next game, practice, or even tournament, watch out for this phenomenon because the stress from the sidelines may be what finally pushes your youth athlete to quit the sport that they love. Welcome to the Parents Playbook, where we help parents navigate the obstacles in raising youth athletes and preserving their mental health. Before we unpack this video, the facts in this video, please consider subscribing and sharing this video to grow the community. In youth sports today, there is a chaotic triangle. There's a dangerous triangle forming around one, untrained coaches that emphasize winning instead of youth development. Two, there's parents acting as sideline coaches, overriding the coach's instructions. And three, there's unprepared officials making bad calls that trigger the chaos. So this triangle breeds confusion, conflict, and emotional overload for the kids, and your child is stuck in the middle. A 2022 survey by the Aspen Institute found that 42% of kids said negative sideline behavior makes them want to stop playing. This is not just an attitude issue, it's a systemic problem because the sideline chaos creates this pressure cooker effect, right? And this dynamic crushes the joy that the kids find in playing sports. So the kids are confused because they're getting conflicting instructions. Coach says pass, the parent yells shoot, you know. Then you get officials making bad calls, which adds to the tension and the outbursts and takes away from the teaching and adds tension, right? Coaches with no proper instructions, no proper certifications, focus on results instead of the development. The Journal of Sport in 2021 put out a study that reported that youth exposed to high conflict coaching and parental interference experienced 2.5 times higher emotional exhaustion. The result of all this is performance anxiety, is shame, and that little thought creeping in their mind that maybe this is just I'm not enjoying this anymore. This is not fun anymore for me, right? So when we're faced with this, what's the role that we must play as parents, right? Let's be honest. Many parents want to help, but they're unintentionally making it worse. According to the National Alliance for Youth Sports, 70% of kids say they wish parents would just watch and enjoy the game, right? And I get it. As a parent, you're not yelling for any reason. Usually you yell to motivate, right? You're trying to correct because you think it's helping. But in the middle of the chaos, your child cannot decode those emotions, right? To them, it just feels like judgment, division, and it's overwhelming, to be honest. So, as parents, we need to ask ourselves, am I helping them perform or just making them choose who to disappoint between me or their coach? That brings me to what we must do as parents to create the right environment, to rebuild the right environment. Here's what the data says works. We need coaches to get their certifications properly in the development of youth athletes. Programs like the Positive Coaching Alliance improve athlete retention by 27%. Right? parent sideline codes of conduct. Just having a code of conduct alone helps to drop the rates in rates in confusion from this chaos on the sidelines by 35%. And when you get trained officials who manage the games and the tensions of the game properly because they have the proper training, they can reduce game day stress by 40% alone, especially in under 12 sports leagues. So, what are some of the solutions that we can implement for the leagues that we participate in? We have the right to ask if the coaches are trained in positive development, right? We can support the referees. Mistakes happen. I'm guilty of this. You know, we've yelled at the ref for making a bad call, but that just makes it worse, right? And sometimes being quiet is the best choice. Just let the kids play. You can cheer effort. You're not in a library, you're watching a game. But not every decision needs commentary, right? So if your kid starts dreading the game that they once loved, perhaps it's time to look at the sidelines where you are. Don't be the reason they quit. Be the reason they stay. As always, like this video, click the subscribe button, click the notifications bell so you don't miss any of these videos that might help your kids' mental health. Send this one to a coach, to a parent, to a league director. You know, comment in the comment section below on how you're helping to navigate some of these challenges, right? Let's protect their love for the game before the noise on the sideline drowns it out. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.